All right, welcome back, everyone. KOCO is committed to keeping up with our local leaders on the issues that impact you and your family. Lots going on here in Oklahoma City, including a major bond just voted on to bolster OKC public schools and staffing shortages at the Oklahoma City Police Department. Joining me now to discuss, Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt. Mayor Holt, good morning to you, sir.
Hi, good morning, sir. We were having too much fun in the commercial break. I hope I didn't chatter into the segment.
No,
but thanks for having me.
It's completely fine. We have a lot to talk about here.
Let's do it.
I want to borrow some of your frequent flyer miles because you're all over the place constantly. You were recently in Washington, D.C. talking about Native American Heritage Month. Talk about what that event was like and the discussions that went on there.
Yeah, that is apparently the first time that the White House has recognized Native American Heritage Month.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, like in the history of all presidential administrations. I obviously believe, you know, as the first Native American mayor of Oklahoma City, but also as the mayor of a city that just opened a $200 million museum, First Americans Museum, to celebrate Native and Indigenous culture, and now we've got the $400 million Okana resort around it. I really believe that Oklahoma City has the opportunity to position itself as a national capital, or perhaps even the national capital for Native and Indigenous people from around the country. So I don't want to miss too many opportunities to share that message on a national level. So getting to be at the White House for that recognition was important. And totally coincidentally, the Thunder were in the White House at the exact same time. So we got to, I had my son with me, and so we ran into the Thunder. And then, of course, Lindy Waters is on the team, is also Native himself, and Kiowa, and he came to the event with us. And yeah, no, it was a very nice occasion, and there were quite a few Oklahomans there, as you might imagine.
Yeah, really cool to see the Thunder there and SGA and all the boys there talking about some of the things we're working on with the team in terms of Greenwood and stuff.
Yeah, they were not there strictly for Lindy ended up being there for the Native American event. But yeah, they were talking about social justice and public policy issues that they're really interested in. And that was cool of them, and I was proud of them that they spent their off day doing that instead of playing video games or whatever it is NBA players usually do on their off days. You know, that was a really valuable and important use of their time.
You mentioned Okana there. Just how much of a boost is that going to be here to Oklahoma City in terms of the tourism aspect?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, I'm intrigued by the way it continues to establish this, as I said a moment ago, in the Native American community. But it's also just a great visitor destination. And I often joke that, you know, 30 years ago, the only visitors were passing through because they were driving from Little Rock to Albuquerque and they needed a place to spend the night. You know, now, because of our convention center, because of Okana, because of the attractions we have built, you know, we have more visitors than ever before. It's a really significant part of our economy. We've got like 20 hotels downtown when we used to have one 30 years ago. So Okana, though, is next level. You know, we've all seen the ads on your station and others through the years for all the water-themed parks down in Dallas or everywhere else but here. And now we're going to have something at that level, indoor and outdoor at Okana. But also it's got this cool element of First Americans Museum. So you're going to have some fun, but you're going to learn something too. And I think you'll see families coming there, not just from around the country, but potentially from around the world to spend a weekend and experience what we have to offer here.
Yeah, amazing. Keeping those dollars right here in OKC, which is always the goal. So last week, voters passed the largest bond issue here for Oklahoma City Public Schools in history. What is that going to mean for our schools here in Oklahoma City?
So, you know, this school district, Oklahoma City Public Schools, which has 34,000 kids in it and is the center of our city. We actually have 24 school districts in the city limits, but, you know, this is really the core, is serviced by Oklahoma City Public Schools. They didn't pass bond issues for a very long time, back in the 80s and 90s. And Maps for Kids started to turn the corner, and then things stopped again. And it was this constant turnover in leadership was really challenging for the district. And so from 2010 to 2022, Tulsa, for example, put $1.2 billion into the infrastructure of their schools, and we put $180 million. And $180 million sounds like a lot to you and me, but to cover, you know, 70 plus buildings for 34,000 kids, it actually doesn't go that far. And so we needed something bold like this. And the passage of it, thank you to the voters of Oklahoma City for passing it, especially when you need 60% as you do under the Oklahoma Constitution for a school bond issue. This means that these kids will finally have, in the years ahead, will finally have the infrastructure that suburban districts and Tulsa Public Schools takes for granted. Just spend some time in Deer Creek, spend some time in Moore, spend some time in Choctaw schools, and then walk into Oklahoma City Public Schools. The difference is obvious. Oklahoma City Public Schools' average age is over 70 years. That's the average. There are buildings that are over 110 years old. You know, there's a place for charming historical architecture in life, but public schools is not always it. You know, those buildings are really decaying, And this injection of almost $1 billion will make a huge difference.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So we're about a year into the implementation of that bipartisan infrastructure bill. You were a big supporter of that. I know you came on the show several times to talk about it. What have we seen from that so far here in Oklahoma City, and what's on the horizon?
Yeah, I mean, it's still early goings, and I'm used to this. Usually I explain that if you want to get things done in government, you got to be persistent and patient. And so there's dozens, if not hundreds, of grant programs available through the bipartisan infrastructure law. But for us in Oklahoma City, just as I probably said sitting here a year ago, to me the biggest takeaways that I think we're going to be pursuing and continuing to pursue in the years ahead is the expansion of Amtrak to Kansas, which really isn't just about visiting Kansas. It's about tying us in really to the whole system and making it easier to travel by rail all over the country from Oklahoma City. And then secondarily, I think we can really have the opportunity to pursue big investments in our public transit system. We're making some through MAPS-4. We're having important conversations about a regional transit authority that might develop commuter rail that goes from Edmond, Oklahoma City to Norman. But all of that can be amplified by the potential funding that you've got in the bipartisan infrastructure law. But we have to go out and compete for it. It was never framed that they just hand every city, like, here's $500 million, go spend it as you wish. It's siloed into all these different programs and grants, and we have to pursue all that. And that work is underway, but it just takes a while. But we're still optimistic that we'll certainly get our fair share. And I'm just grateful that the whole country and the cities of our country will get so much support in the years ahead from that law, which is still one of the biggest accomplishments of the last few years.
So we had Chief Gorley on the show on Tuesday. He was talking about the shortage. They're down 180 officers.
Yeah.
How much of a concern is that to you, and what is the city doing to address that?
Huge concern. I mean, he knows way more about it than I, but it's frustrating. Obviously, it is something that everybody who employs anyone doing anything is having to deal with and has now for the last couple of years. So I mean, we understand that we're not like the only employer that's having trouble filling jobs. Nevertheless, these are really critical jobs to our community. We've offered signing bonuses, we've offered other things that I'm sure you've talked about here on the air, but we're in an ongoing conversation about potential salary increases that I certainly support, and we hope that'll help as well. But we really just want to continue to encourage people to consider a career. It's a challenging one, but it's also extremely rewarding, much like any public service career. And we certainly hope that people will be interested in helping protect our community and helping to serve its residents by engaging in a career with the Oklahoma City Police Department. We need people to apply, and just like everybody else. But this is a critical service in our city, and we want to fill those jobs. We have those jobs available. Nobody could ever say that they didn't get a chance to be an Oklahoma City police officer because we weren't hiring. We are absolutely hiring, and we have the funding. We just need people to show up and join our team.
So we have just like 30 seconds left here.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about the Spark. How excited are you about them establishing that here in Oklahoma City?
So you're referencing, of course, the women's professional softball team that is getting started here in Oklahoma City in a relatively new league. And look, Oklahoma City is, I say this without reservation, the world capital of softball, and it is fitting that we should have one of the first major league teams. And we'll see how it all works out, but I'm excited for them, and I think it's great that we're getting more and more opportunities for women to have a professional career beyond their amateur career, and I'm glad it's again fitting that they would be able to do that, especially with softball right here in Oklahoma City.
And we know you'll be cheering them on in the stands.
No doubt.
Mayor Holt, as always, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.